Look at everyone, Jason Haines here once again, QPL Rural, Temora, Narendra and Leeton with another look around the Riverina at what's been happening in agriculture over the last week. Well, as our lives change day to day, every new day brings new restrictions. For many of our elderly there, it's lockdown and restricted movement. Obviously, agriculture keeps going, and as you would expect here at QPL Rural, it's business as usual. For our farms on the market, we're doing virtual inspections or one-on-one inspections. We're doing a lot of work over the phone and over the internet now, and no doubt this will be a bigger feature even going forward. Once we're over this coronavirus, it'll be a new feature of the way we continue to do business. Now, the rain of this last week, a little bit disappointing here at Narendra. We only got around that 9-10 mil. Obviously, a bit further to the east, Wagga recorded some very good falls, over 20 mils in some places, and even out at Hay, we're talking 17 mils out there. So a little bit of a varied result, but certainly very welcome. Obviously, those trying to harvest summer crops at the moment, the rice, maize, sunflowers, and not far off the cotton, will be looking for some drier conditions so they can get on top of that and get that job done. But otherwise, very welcome for those in the east. There has been some crops put in already, certainly some oats and some early canola. Grazing canolas have gone in our eastern parts, and let's hope it's the setup for a very good season ahead. So, where does agriculture sit at the moment? I was very fortunate to sit in on an Outlook 2000 report from Rabobank this week. Quite positive in short. The short-term future for agriculture is quite good. With interest rates low and the newfound demand for food and people wanting to secure up their food supply at the moment, the ag sector is reported to have quite a positive outlook and is still seen as quite a reliable investment at the moment, despite what share markets and that are doing. Low interest rates will underpin continued business for a lot of businesses that have been under pressure through the dry times, and Rabobank are expecting land values to remain firm to positive over the next few years. So very good news there. People see on their largest asset at the moment that land prices will hold up, and I must say it is reflecting what we're seeing here at the moment. Now, I've got a number of producers at the moment looking at feedlotting lambs and starting their own feedlots at the moment. This has certainly been a trend off the back of the dry lot feeding that many producers have been doing. They see it is a system that works, a system that is quite reliable and reliable output there. So I think it's going to be a trend that we're going to see right over this Riverina at the moment as we see more and more intensive livestock systems, whether it's in lambs, pigs, even dairy and beef. I think we're going to see more intensive systems right across this area, as businesses look for ways to be more and more efficient with limited resources and try and feed that ever-increasing demand for protein that is across the world at the moment. As I've spoken about before, I've got some clients doing some absolutely incredible things with very limited amounts of water, whether it's producing forage where you get a good return on a megalitre of water, making the most out of that expensive water at the moment, or on confinement feeding, and really making the most of every megajoule of energy that goes into that animal. Things like our piggeries, our dairies, and even our intensive lamb grazing operations that we've got at the moment are good models to go forward and build solid businesses with. With interest rates where they are, food demand where it certainly is a very, very good time to invest in these businesses, and I'm more than happy to sit down with people and go through the numbers with you. Okay, now for a very quick look at technology across the world. Well, who would have thought solar-powered tractors are a thing, albeit on a very, very small scale. There is a project going on at the moment in South Africa, in some of the poorest villages there. There's been a project where solar-powered tractors are being put into these villages where the younger workforce has gone. This is leaving the older population to do what was once the manual labour, and these solar-powered tractors are helping to feed the village where otherwise they'd be reliant on aid. Obviously solar-powered because once they're there they don't need fuel and resources to run them. Obviously a lot less horsepower than what we're used to dealing with here in the Riverina, so it'll be a little while yet before we've got a solar panel on top of our Case Magnum, but nonetheless very interesting. Now, as always, if you'd like any more information on any of our properties or great investments, should I say, here today, please give me a call any time, 0488 594 450. We get through this little bump and it could truly be a very exciting time to be in agriculture. And here at QPL, we're here for the journey with you. I look forward to catching up with you all again next week. Cheers.